Guys, it's JQ Crafty. I am up with another process video for Confessions of a Paper Addict for you. I already have cut out my cut file. I've got these two adorable pictures that I'm going to crop down of my niece. But what I did, so you actually have two options in getting this cut file. Let me look them up really quick. Okay, so you can either get the half hearts cut file, which what you do is you get this. And so I just duplicated it and actually mirrored it. Or you could go buy the Traveler's Notebook bundle. That's what it's called. And it comes with this, and it comes with some words, and then I think the word currently and something else. So that's what I had, is I had the bundle. So it came with the half hearts cut file. It was sized down for Traveler's Notebook size. I just resized it, mirrored it, and I cut it out of this glittery cardstock that was in, I want to say it was in Art Walk. I think that's right. Because then also this vellum was in Art Walk. It was a specialty paper in the paper pad. And I just thought it would be super fun to have something see-through. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do some mixed media, and then we're going to back these with foam so they pop up, and then we're going to have these lovely photos over here as well. I don't know what I'm going to embellish with. I'm not sure if I need that much to embellish with because this is a lot of gorgeousness right now. So yeah, let's get started. So I had just recently got some new gesso and one of those like rubber paintbrushes. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, so I did that off camera. So while my gesso is setting up, I'm going to back the photos. I trimmed them down to about 3.5 by 3, I think is what they ended up being. And I'm going to back them on black first. And I thought about then matting them on the pink, but then I decided just to keep the chunk of that pink as like a bigger photo mat, and then I have places to rest maybe a few embellishments or a title or what have you. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do at this point. And so that was just some black cardstock, and then this is like a little leftover from a One Canoe 2 6x8 paper pad. So I decide I'm going to layer my photos up like this and just create a little resting place for them so it doesn't get lost in the hearts, because the hearts it's gonna be a lot, and with all the mixed media it's going to be a lot. So my gesso's almost set. There's a couple spots that were still a little tacky, so I'm going to dry those real quick with my heat gun. And then we're going to be doing a lot of packaging technique with a lot of colors, because I wanted lots of layers, kind of like the vellum. I wanted to kind of emulate what was in the vellum in those hearts and all the colors. So I have a ton of colors picked out. I'm just going to list them off for you. And then I might even cut some of this out. We'll see. So I believe first thing I'm using is picked raspberry, and then we have Victorian velvet, kitsch flamingo. So it's like all the pinks and and then into the orangey tones is what I did. Worn lipstick, tattered rose, and then I have squeezed lemonade, so very yellow, but it's in very sparing places. Spiced marmalade, wild honey, and spun sugar. So some very orangey oranges, but there are pops of those oranges in the vellum. And I wanted to stay on that warmer pinky side, because then the pops of the turquoise glitter is really what's going to make things stand out. And she is wearing yellow, so I thought the yellow would be helpful too. And I decided before I start getting too crazy, I wanted just a black outline. And if the mixed media goes on top of it, great. It just was going to add to it. So I'm literally just packaging, just layering, just plopping it wherever I feel like it needs it. And after I get a good base of like the three different pinks first, then I start layering in just little pieces and then some big blobs of, I think it's spiced marmalade I do last. So that ends up being quite prevalent, but I dab some of it up with baby wipe to kind of reduce its brightness. So here's a little bit of the squeezed lemonade. And otherwise, so besides backing the cut file, this layout is super fast because of how pretty the cut file is and how what a pop it brings. I don't need a lot of embellishments, and I I did the cut file super easy as well. I cut it out of the glitter cardstock. I really put my silhouette to the test. It does not like to cut anything but cardstock because it is like the Cameo one. It's like the first Cameo, so it old. So it might even be the second generation one. It might even be the second Cameo, because I think I brought it brand new back in the day. I'm due for an upgrade, and I'm hoping, since I'm going to do like a spending freeze and I'm not going to spend any more, that maybe I will get to buy a new one. But I had a lot of fun with this, just playing with colors, just seeing what I could create by just layering up all this different colors. So yeah, I think that was the wild honey, and so it was a little too intense. I was like, whoa. And then the spice marmalade also gets a little too intense, so I dab some of it up with a baby wipe, but it just mutes it a little bit. And then I feel like those are the exact colors that are in the vellum. I think they are perfect. So yeah, I'm just gonna dry this a bit, and then we're gonna start putting everything back on. There you go. So pretty. So it looks a little bit better than just being on a stark white background to me. And I really like the black outline. It did warp my paper quite a bit, but I feel like not as much. I feel like the gesso I had before was not good enough. It wasn't like gesso. I got some new heavy bodied gesso. It's just like super heavy, I think. So one, it does not spread very easily. And two, yeah, it's super bodied. So I'm just going to layer up my photos kind of right here in the middle, covering up. So I cut out, I had laid the left side down, and I did it too far in the middle. So then when I went to go lay the right side down, they were overlapping. So I had to adjust. And so I'm covering up little spots where some of the background like pulled up, but only 2 spots. So that was pretty good. I was able to do it quickly enough that it wasn't a problem. And then I'm going to add some foam here under some of the corners. Some of those foam strips. I use those Doris foam strips to back the entire cut file because they're skinny and you can bend them kind of. I did cut them in chunks just so I didn't have like solid behind each one. It didn't seem necessary, but so after I put that down, I realized, ooh, let's bring in some of the solid hearts that were from the inside of the cut file. That would be kind of fun to bring some more teal into where the photos go. So I'm going to glue 2 of them down here, and I will pull in another one. And then I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't need a major title. I love that her shirt says, I love my mom and dad. And so I go through like my title stickers and like my little 6x12 sticker sheet things or chipboards, and I find the reason I'm smiling today is ... And I figured then it goes with her shirt because I love my mom and dad. And then a pretty girl sticker from this like princess sticker sheet, and then I'll grab like a black arrow from, I think these are Vicky Bouton puffy like title puffy thickers. And just put a few things in, put a few more touches of black to bring that black outline in. And then I will grab some wood veneer hearts that I paint, or flowers that I painted the insides of the petals white. I only had 2 left over, so I thought they would be perfect. We got a couple of those puffy pluff signs. I had 3 black and then 2 pink and 1 orange. So I figured they would go really well. And yeah, just kind of sprinkling some random things from my stash, which was really fun just to kind of see what I had sitting on my desk, use it up, and make this page pretty. So there's not like a big massive title on here or anything like that. There is just little bits here and there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, you guys. I will have some close up here in a second. It turned out really pretty, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.